Sometimes weight loss isn't as simple as we think it is, and other times it really is as simple as we think it is. The body is beautifully complex, and in today's video I'm going to discuss whether what you eat on weekends actually has an effect on your weight loss results or not. How often have you found yourself in a situation where you can honestly say, my diet is on point? Most of the time. But still, I don't see any results. This happens to a lot of people. So let me set up a scenario. This is John. Let's say John weighs 70 kilograms, he's 1.7 meters tall, and he's a 30-year-old male. For the simplification of math, let's say he needs to consume around 2,000 calories per day to maintain weight. And he needs to drop down to 1,000 calories per day to lose 1 kilogram of fat per week. John has a fantastic week. Monday to Friday, he consumes exactly 1,000 calories per day. He thinks he had a great, healthy week. Then the weekend comes and John doesn't track his calories. He wants a bit of flexibility in his diet. But unknowing to John, he starts piling up the calories. A few innocent fruit juices, some pizza, and a bunch of snacks later, John consumed 4,000 calories for the day. Sunday comes and he thinks to himself, I'll just get back on the diet train on Monday. One day cannot be that bad, so he consumes another 4,000 calories on Sunday. Now what happens here to John is what happens to most people who start their fitness journeys. You have a great healthy week and then the weekend comes tumbling down. You tell yourself, I'll just fix it on Monday. Some call these people the Monday dieters. So let's bring that graph back on again. I mentioned earlier that John needed to eat 2,000 calories per day if he wanted to maintain weight. Now, if you average out the calorie consumption over the week, turns out John actually consumed an average of 2,000 calories every day, meaning he won't see any results. He's on maintenance calories. And this whole scenario is just the start of why consistently sticking to your calorie targets is so important. If you've been a subscriber to my channel for a while, you should know that the best weight loss diet is a high protein, low carb diet. The goal with anybody who starts their weight loss journey is to get them to switch their body's energy systems from an energy system that is predominantly reliant on carbs for energy to a system that is much more effective at burning fat, which is an energy system that is reliant on proteins and fats. In order for the body to switch energy systems, however, we need to show it that the predominant energy source available in the environment isn't carbs. It should be fat and protein. And something we don't always realize is that this switch can take a while. Some research studies even suggest that it might take up to 4 weeks for the switch to happen. So if you do manage to stick to your high protein, low carb diet throughout the week, you're on a great track. But for some reason, if your weekends isn't low carbs, and let's face it, if we do indulge, it's usually in carby meals, then the body just deletes all the progress it's made in switching from one energy system to the other. It's actually crazy how important a few weeks of consistency can actually be. I see this in my clients all the time. The first 3 weeks, the progress is kind of mediocre. It's 500 grams lost here, 800 grams lost there, but nothing significant that you can see in the mirror. And then after 3 weeks of consistency, it feels like an overnight success. It feels as if they just lose all of their weight all at once and they get lean within the next 3 weeks. This fat dropping like it's nobody's business is most likely due to that energy system switching over somewhere around week 3 to 4. So it's really important to stay consistent. These two principles I just spoke about in essence carries the whole weight loss industry. Principle 1, consume less energy in a day than your body needs, forcing it to use stored energy. And principle 2, getting the body to optimally burn fat as fuel. And you do this by convincing the body that there isn't a lot of carbs in the environment, the predominant fuel is fat and protein. It's honestly as simple as that. Now I live by this statement. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. If you prep your meals for the whole week but neglect the weekend, then you're setting yourself up for failure. Odds are you will opt for unhealthy alternatives and throw your whole diet train out of the window. Even if you don't mean to, it happens. Life happens, and that's okay. It doesn't make you a bad person. And honestly, sometimes even just making small changes in your diet and lifestyle will already give you a lot of good results. But if you're standing still and getting nowhere, then some fine-tuning is needed. These things that I'm putting on the screen right now are some great starter tips. But if this isn't helping, then you need to fine-tune it. High protein, low carb, calorie deficit consistently for at least 3 weeks. Adhering to those 2 principles I mentioned earlier is what gives my clients those truly life-changing transformations. I just want to stress this so much. Weight loss is possible for everyone. I really hope this video helped you get some clarity on why weekends make or break all your progress. Remember, I post new science-based videos on this channel every Monday. Cool. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Oh, and remember to like and subscribe, please. Okay, bye.